Palestine was a part of the Ottoman Empire. Muslims, Christians, and Jews had been living alongside with each other in harmony when this guy introduced Zionist movement in 1897. Theodor Herzl was an Austro-Hungarian Jewish journalist and political activist who was the father of modern political Zionism. Herzl formed the Zionist organization and promoted Jewish immigration to Palestine in an effort to form a Jewish state. The movement begins to take hold as the first wave of European Jews start to migrate to Palestine. After World War I, the Ottoman Empire collapses, and Palestine falls under British mandate. Earlier, in 1917, Britain announced its support for a Jewish state in Palestine in the Balfour Declaration. The number of settlers in Palestine grows, fueling the tension between the two parties, and as a result, violence begins to break out. In February 1947, the UK offers to relinquish its mandatory role and places the question of Palestine before the UN. UN proposes the partition of Palestine into Jewish and Arab states. This led to the creation of a state of Israel in 1948. The city of Jerusalem, which is sacred to Muslims, Christians, and Jews, is now an UN-controlled international zone. But there are illegal Israeli settlements. Neighboring Arab countries object to the land takeover, which led to the first Arab-Israeli war. Israel is victorious and makes the grab for the land. By the end of the war, Zionist gangs violently expel over 750,000 Palestinians from their homes and took their lands, rendering them refugees as a result. This event would be known as the Nakba. Israel takes 78% of historical Palestine. But the conflict was not resolved. The earlier foundation of Israel, the resulting Palestinian refugee issue, and Israel's participation in the invasion of Egypt during the Suez Crisis of 1956 set the stage for the war in 1967. The war concluded on June 10th. More settlers make their way into Israeli-occupied Palestinian territories. The international community considers this illegal. All this gives rise to PLO, Palestinian Liberation Organization, with their goal to liberate Palestine. The oppression and occupation resulted in the First Intifada, emerged as a series of protests against Israeli rule, leading to an increased global attention on the Palestinian cause. As a result, Hamas is born as a political movement determined to fight against Israeli occupation of the West Bank and Palestinian Gaza.